another video. I'm so pumped today. There's so much stuff going on, so many new products on the market. Right now, at this specific moment, Sony is presenting two new APS-C sensor mirrorless cameras, and I want to talk to you and tell you what I think about them. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here and you're into photography, video making, tech, gear review and drones, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you won't miss anything. Just came back from work. Today is gonna be a really fast one. I want to talk to you about these new two cameras that Sony is presenting right now. I mean, I think the event started an hour ago, but all the specs are all over the internet, and on Sony Alpha Rumors we have already the PDF of each camera of the Sony 6100 and the Sony 6600. So these two cameras are replacing my 6500 and the Sony 6000. I was a little bit disappointed. I am disappointed. We're talking about Sony presenting these new two cameras, and if we look at the specs, and they're all over the internet, I'm gonna put them on screen for you, like a comparison from the last a6400. We can see that not much has been achieved. Let's talk about the flagship, the Sony Alpha 6600. Let's see what it has. On the positive side, I can tell you it has a Z battery. All the Sony A9 owners and the A7 are really happy about these Z batteries. It promises more duration, and quality wise it's like better made. It has a headphone jack. That's something new. Of course, tiltable screen as we've seen on the 6400, and eye focus. It doesn't have 4K at 60 frames per second. I mean, I was personally waiting for that. I honestly thought they were gonna create a little A9 in an APS-C sensor. I'm disappointed at that. So that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing extremely wonderful happened on that side. I mean, the 6100 of course doesn't have any headphone jack. Different from the previous 6000 is that it has tiltable screen as well, and probably price will be key on this camera. I don't know, I haven't seen the prices yet, they haven't been released, but I think you play a very important role on prices. I mean, I'm shooting with an a6500 right now, and let's say apart the tilt screen and apart the 4K 60 frames per second, I cannot complain about it. I mean, I love it. Something I'm confident already after nearly 2 years owning it. I know what comes out of the camera. I know the 4K quality. I know perfectly the 1080p at 120 frames per second. So it's a well-made camera, and I don't see much of an improvement on the new a6600. I mean, I don't know what the price start point will be. I think it will be around 12 or 1300 euros, or probably dollars, and then with the conversion of the euros, usually it's a bit more expensive to buy them here in Europe. So I think it will be roughly around 1,500 euros. Probably that's the price. I mean, a lot will be decided by the price, because I will not sell my a6500 to buy an a6600. I mean, apart the tilt screen that I found a solution with the mirror, I mean, it's a great camera and it still does a great job. There's no need for me to change it at the moment. On the other hand, if I see more market for the a6100, because probably the price will be lower, much lower, and it will still have a really good body camera to start making your videos, to start taking pictures, and stepping away from the consumer cameras that are on the market. It can be a good start point for somebody who wants to learn, like really learn photography and video making. Sony released also other two lenses, like native Sony. The new one, it's a 16 to 55 millimeters f2.8 G series. It's an APS-C zoom with a constant f2.8 aperture, and it promises great result. I mean, it really looks good. The other lens they released finally is a telephoto lens. I think it's replacing the 70 to 250. I think that was the model, and it's a great telephoto lens. It goes from 70 to 350 millimeters at a f4.5 to 6.3. And finally, we have a decent telephoto lens. I mean, I really hope to see a review soon. I don't even plan to buy it, but I really want to see it in action. So guys, I promised that I didn't want it to be too long. I just came back from work, wanted to release this video as soon as possible because Sony is my world. I own two Sonys. I own a Sony Alpha 6100, and I'm currently shooting on my Sony a6500. So I love my Sony cameras, and I'm really careful to what happens on the market. That was all for today, guys. Let me know in the comment down below if you don't think I'm understanding Sony's policy. Probably I'm not. I didn't see any need for them to come out with two cameras like that without introducing, I don't know, something new and more exciting, because, you know, I mean, we as creator, we're always waiting for something that let us go, oh wow, and I didn't go wow this time. That was all for today, guys. Smash the like button if you did, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next video.